was the #1 ranked non-conference schedule last year in Division I. And when Coach heard that, he said this one's even tougher. So he's going to talk about that. But before he does, I want to remind you that at Temple, there's 36,000 students now. We're the 28th largest university. 13,000 students now live on or near campus in North Philadelphia. When you think about that, when all of you went to school, they have 13,000, and there's a waiting list to get into those dormitories. Even though we've got Ambler and that nice campus up north, they can't fill their dorms, but we can in North Philadelphia. So it's a great thing to see Temple and all the growth in the buildings that are going on. Before I introduce Coach, I just want to tell you, he came in, it's not easy, and you all remember Coach Wooden out here when people tried to replace Coach Wood and how difficult that was. And Coach Cheney, our second Hall of Fame coach after Harry Litwack, a lot of people didn't want to come in after that. Coach Cheney just had a great legacy and just a wonderful coach and a Hall of Famer. Coach Cheney came in and there was nobody happier than Coach Cheney when he found out that Coach Dunphy was going to go in and take his place. And I think that says a lot, not only about Coach Cheney, but about Coach Dunphy and what he's been able to do. And there's not a better coach in the country, not a better educator. He teaches a class, and not a better person than Fran Dunphy.
Thanks, Bill. I appreciate the opportunity to be out here. I mentioned to somebody I wish this meeting was in January rather than late June, which would be really nice for us. We had an interesting winter last winter, so for all of you who are Philadelphia natives, I understand exactly why you're here. Jealous as well of all of that, but I'm proud to be your basketball coach at Temple. I think, really, in all honesty, I didn't go to Temple. Bill and I went to LaSalle. We have another LaSalle guy, Bill McGarity, out here, who we were grateful for our educations there. But Temple is a unique place, and you should be very, very proud of it. And I think it's getting better and better in each and every year. But it's your school, and I just happen to be representing your men's basketball program as we speak. And I want to do a good job for you. I want to represent this institution the best way I can. A couple of years ago, I was asked to be interested in the Temple job, and I said, well, give me a day or so, and I'll get back to you. And I went to see Coach Cheney, because without his help, and without his blessing, I would not have made the move. I had a very good job at Penn. I enjoyed it very much, but there was something about Temple that intrigued me greatly. And I went to Coach Cheney, and for all of you who know him, I spoke with him for 2 hours, in which point he spoke for 158 and I spoke for 2. But he did say that he would welcome me to be the next head basketball coach at Temple, and that meant a great, great deal to me. So I am very fortunate in that regard. But the thing I like about Temple is its mission. We have an opportunity to teach at Temple, and I have a chance to teach in the business school. It's really, teach is really not the word I shouldn't be using that. I kind of pontificate a couple of minutes of class. I do it in conjunction with a professor named Lynn Anderson in the business school. She's fabulous with these kids. We have 20 honors students. They're very engaging, very bright. They want to know, they want to learn. They're really interested each and every day. But with that, we have honor students. We also have some at-risk kids who we take a chance on. And I think that's what makes Temple so special. It gives a chance and an opportunity to everyone. And it truly is the school for the everyman. And I think that's something to be celebrated. And all of you should be proud of that accomplishment that these kids make each and every day that they go out there and do a good job for your institution. I oftentimes tell this to our players as well. I think being a college basketball player is one of the great things in the history of America. We give you a scholarship. We give you room and board and tuition and books and fees. We give you a uniform that says Temple on the front. It says your name on the back, but the reality is you're playing for that name on the front, and you got to understand that and realize it. While it is a great life, it's not an easy life. It's a hard life. They're up every morning, early in the morning. They're lifting weights. They're cardiovascular training. They're going to class. They're getting a study hall in. They're eating lunch. They're going to study hall again. They're going to another class. They got to listen to me for 2.5 hours, getting their nose about that far from their face. I want to know what it is they're doing each and every day. And as Bill was talking about academically, it's important for these kids to get that education, to get that degree, so that then after that basketball stops bouncing, which it's going to do, hopefully not for a lot of years with these guys, but at some point it's going to stop bouncing, and then what are you going to do is a critical piece for us. So I beat them over the head with this opportunity, but not only do I want them doing their best in the classroom and the best on the court, but I'd like to see them do their best in the community as well. There's so many opportunities to give back. I think they're really lucky, these kids, to give back is an easy thing to do. So we're asking them to be in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. We're asking them to do community service projects throughout the city of Philadelphia, so that they can show that Temple people truly care. And that's what is so special about this place. For us last year, we had a wonderful season, just an unbelievable year where we won 29 games. We finished 12th in the country in the AP poll. I'm not so sure we were that good, to be honest with you. I can guarantee it wasn't coaching that got us 29 wins. But I will tell you that the most disappointing thing I will tell you is that we got where we were. We won the Atlantic 10 championship for the 3rd year in a row, but we didn't get over the hump and get that win in the NCAA tournament. That's what we need to do, because that's what all of you would like to see, and I appreciate that. And I'm just kind of caretaking your basketball program at this point, and I truly want to do the very best job that I can possibly do. We're going to play Duke next year down at Duke. It's going to be late in February. It'll be on national TV. But that's what we want to do. We want to have the toughest schedule. We want to challenge these kids in the classroom, challenge them on the basketball court, challenge them to be the best people they can be. Duke will come back to us the next year. They won't come back. They're not coming back right now to the Leah Center. We're going to play the game at the Wachovia Center in Philadelphia. But if we can extend this series to another 2-year situation, we'll go back down to Duke. But when they come back, what I would really like to ask Coach K is, can you play this game on our campus? You can't imagine what it will do for the university. You can't imagine what it will do for North Philadelphia. And if all of you can just kind of think about this for a second, could you imagine what the North Philadelphia community would be like without Temple University Hospital, and all of the ancillary things that go on because of those two things? It has a special mission, a special role in Philadelphia, Temple does. And I'm really proud of it, and really proud to be associated with Temple because of all the good that it does within the city of Philadelphia. So I'm grateful to be here. We have a couple of new projects going on. One is the biggest project we have now. We're going to get a brand new practice facility on top of Pearson Hall. And that will be done as of fall in 2011. And it's our mission to raise a lot of monies to try to get this practice facility going on. Our two biggest rivals in the city, St. Joe's and Villanova, have a brand new practice facility. We're kind of vagabonds when it comes to practice at Temple right now. One day we're in Leah Course, the next day we're in McGonigal, the next day we're in Gym 145 behind McGonigal Hall, the next day we're in Pearson Hall. But that's okay. We're moving forward, and we got an opportunity to get this new practice facility, and that'll really give a great look to Temple. You can't imagine if you come back in about 3 or 4 years, coming up and down Broad Street, Broad Street will change dramatically. That space from Temple to City Hall is going to change dramatically. So Temple has got an unbelievable future in front of it, and you are all a very, very important part of that.